Have you ever wondered if an oyster can switch its gender during its lifetime? This may sound like a riddle, but it's an astonishing reality in the world of oysters. These fascinating mollusks, often associated with pearls and fine dining, possess a unique characteristic that sets them apart in the animal kingdom: the ability to change their gender. With over 200 species of oysters scattered across the globe, each has its own distinct story to tell. From the brackish bays of the Atlantic to the chilly waters of the Pacific, these bivalves lead lives as varied and complex as the waters they inhabit. But what unites them all is a remarkable biological quirk: the flexibility to transform from male to female, or vice versa, during their lifespan. As we navigate through the world of these gender-bending bivalves, prepare to unravel the mysteries of their existence. Let's delve deeper into the intriguing world of oysters and their gender-bending abilities. What if I told you that an oyster can start its life as a male and then become a female? Now, isn't that a thought to ponder? Let's unravel the intriguing dance of gender change in oysters. Life for an oyster begins in a rather conventional manner. When they're born, oysters are typically males. They produce sperm and participate in the grand underwater ballet of fertilization. But as they mature, a remarkable transformation occurs. As if by some mysterious underwater magic, these oysters undergo a gender metamorphosis, changing from male to female. Now imagine this: an oyster, once a father, now becomes a mother. It's an astonishing twist in the tale, isn't it? But why does this happen? The answer lies in the oyster's survival strategy. It's all about ensuring the continuation of their species. By starting life as males, they can produce a large number of sperm cells with minimal energy expenditure. As they grow and accumulate more resources, they transition into females, which allows them to produce eggs. It's a fascinating way to maximize reproductive success, isn't it? But the dance doesn't stop there. The change from male to female isn't a one-time event. Oh no! Oysters can flip back and forth between genders throughout their lives, depending on various factors such as age and environmental conditions. For instance, if an oyster finds itself in an environment with a high female-to-male ratio, it might switch back to being a male to increase the chances of fertilization. Similarly, age can influence the gender of an oyster. As they age, oysters tend to spend more time as females, possibly due to their larger size and increased energy reserves. Isn't it fascinating how these underwater creatures have such a complex and unique life cycle? Through their gender dance, oysters remind us of the unfathomable mysteries and marvels that lie beneath the surface of the sea, awaiting our discovery. Now you might be wondering, why do oysters change their gender? Well, let's dive into this intriguing mystery. The world of oysters is all about survival and reproduction. Their gender-switching ability is a clever survival strategy, designed to maximize their reproductive success. You see, in their early life, oysters are usually male. But as they grow and mature, many switch to being female. Why? Because larger females can produce more eggs, thus increasing the chances of passing on their genes. But there's more to it. This gender flexibility also allows oysters to adapt to environmental stressors. For instance, if a population faces a shortage of one gender, some oysters will switch to balance it out. Or if conditions are tough, some might become male to save the energy needed to produce eggs. So, the gender change in oysters isn't just a random phenomenon, but a strategic survival technique. Today, we've explored the fascinating world of oysters and their gender-changing abilities. We've journeyed into the heart of the enigma, diving deep into the mystery of these intriguing creatures. From the initial stage of their life, where they begin as males, to the remarkable transformation they undergo, changing from male to female, a dance as fascinating as it is complex. We learned about the factors that influence this change. Environmental conditions, population density, and resource availability all play a vital role in the gender-bending ballet of oysters. We've also delved into the reasons behind the change, understanding that this unique ability gives oysters a reproductive advantage, ensuring the survival of their species. So next time you come across an oyster, remember, you are looking at a creature with an incredible and unique life story. These are not just simple shellfish, but nature's very own gender-fluid marvels, masters of adaptation in their own silent underwater world.